Howdy, howdy, everybody out there. Welcome to the live prize draw for the States of Self game. It is finally here after all of this time waiting, after this long, build up to the game, and then finally the game itself. We are finally here at this point where we get to select 10 winners who are all going to receive a free cake of the cross motion conductor, which I am obviously drinking again today. I've already drunk it this morning, but we're gonna dive into a fresh brew of this amazing tea. I am super chuffed with this tea, and one of those lucky winners will also be winning every single tea cake of 2022. So let me just have some tea first and let everyone join who wants to join. How you all doing? Hope you had a wonderful festive period. If you celebrate Christmas, then happy Christmas, and that you're still in party mode even a few days later. It's been it's weird because I always go into these Christmas periods with excitement that I'm going to get some rest, and yet I always leave more tired than when I started. But it's a kind of tired that is leaves you with a grin on your face, because I'm tired because I've been staying up late, having fun, drinking lots of tea. But my daughter is very much still of the mindset that 7 a.m. is when to get up. So it doesn't matter how late I go to bed. It doesn't mean that I can lie in at all. Thank you, everybody out there. Happy festivities. Happy upcoming 2022 to all of you. I hope you're all having fun and you've had an enjoyable time. You've indulged a little bit, enjoyed lots of tea, hopefully got to spend some time with friends and family if possible. I know it's been hard for quite a lot of you out there in terms of traveling and in terms of, all of that COVID goodness. So yeah, we all know the restrictions are pain, but I hope that you've at least had a chance to share some great moments with friends and loved ones. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to select 10 winners. I've got this random number generator here, and I can tell you, for those that want to know, that according to my long list of people who successfully completed the game, you scroll all the way to the top, we have had 897 people completing the game. So congratulations to every one of you, 897 of you. And we have got 11,564 raffle ticket numbers that have been assigned. Obviously, if you completed the game early on, then you were given more raffle tickets. And you can see that most people, on average, completed the game within an hour, because you can see from 897 got 11,564 raffle tickets. So I'm going to select 10 numbers at random. I'm going to write them down. The last number I pick is going to be the grand prize winner, and then I'm going to go back to my entry list and I'm going to be telling you the names. Now, a couple of things to note here. The first is I have also, obviously entered the game just for testing purposes. So obviously if my name comes up, then we cancel that out and I select again. Similarly, if anybody from the Mayleaf team comes up, then we'll cancel that and we'll start again for that number. Secondly, we're not going to be giving multiple prizes. So if randomly the same person gets awarded as a winner, then they will get the first prize, but they're not going to get the second one. We'll pick again. I hope that makes sense. So there's not going to be anybody that wins the prize twice, and obviously me or the team can't win, but our names are in there, so it could potentially happen that my name or a Mayleaf team member gets pulled up as one of the winners. So let me just lubricate my throat and have a good taste of this cross motion conductor. How's everybody doing out there? You all well? It's Tuesday, but it feels like a Sunday because tomorrow is back to work day. It just feels like a Sunday feeling here in London. Plus, it's a blustery day. I hope you're all doing well. Cross motion conductor is anybody who wins it, you're in for an absolute treat. In for a treat. All right, good luck to everyone out there. I'm going to start picking numbers, and I'll pick 10 first, and then we will go for the selection. Oh, sorry, then we'll be reading out who the winners are. Hello from Iran. Hello, everybody out there on YouTube. Hello, everybody out there on Instagram. Hi from Arizona. Nice to see you all out there. We have 150 plus people watching us. That's great. Okay, so let's go to random org. Now you're going to have to trust me because I don't think you're going to see the, can you see the screen? Maybe, but then I can't see the screen. I'll do the first one. So generate at random. So you can see that the random person was 5844. I'm not sure if you can see that. I hope that you all trust me enough that I'm going to just be listing off the numbers. So 5844, I've got a pen here and a paper. So 5844 is a winner. I'm going to generate again. And we'll select 10. 2247. 2247 is a winner. 4653. 9466. 5349. That's 5 so far. 7539. 8419. 9142. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one more. 478. Right. The next number that I pick out, that's our grand prize winner. So let's see the number. 7590. That is our grand prize winner. I will let you know who the winners are. So just to remind everybody, 9 people are going to win the cross motion conductor cake. And one person, 7590, is going to be winning this plus every single tea cake release of 2022. The prize that we're giving away today is well over $3,000 worth of prizes. So good luck, everyone. I'm going to start to read the winners. So these are going to be the first 9 names that are winning the cake. And if anybody out there has purchased the cake already in the last few days, then obviously we'll write to you and give you a chance to either refund you that or to offer you another cake for free. So up to you. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. 5844. So we have to scroll through. 5844. 5844. Wow, there's a lot of numbers here. Now, I would like to show you the names, but the problem is that they do have the email addresses next to them. So it would not be good for privacy. But 5844, I can tell you the name is Adrian V. So no surname. Oh, he's done that for all of them. Okay, my tech guy has intentionally tried to hide, identity. Adrian V, I will be contacting you at your Gmail address. So Adrian V is our first winner. The next number, 2247. 2247 is Savannah S. Savannah S. I will be writing to you at your Gmail. 4653. 4653. Bartosz O. Bartosz or Bartosz. I think it's Bartosz when it's spelt with an SZ. Bartosz O. 4653. Congratulations. 9466. I feel like I'm doing bingo or something. 94. This is not my normal job. 9466 is, it's just an initial M and L. M and L, but I can tell you that the email address starts Milena, Milena. And it looks like Milena Gabriela is the name. 9466. Okay, 5349. 5349 is Sophia M. It looks like Metz. Sophia Metz is, I know everyone out there is like, why is my name not being read out? 7539, I would be feeling exactly the same as you. 7539, who knows, this could be you. 7539 is 7539. Ricardo R. Ricardo R, and it's a Gmail address. So Ricardo R, maybe you're out there and you are watching along. 3 more winners to pick before we get to the grand prize winner. 8419. 8419. Paul W. Paul W08 is how your email starts. So 8419 Paul W. 9142. 9142 is the next one. Our second to last cake winner, 9142, is Christian S. Christian S. And lastly, 478. 478. 478 is, Johann J. Johann J. Remember, guys, love does not equal possession. You're right about that. 478 is Johann J. So we've selected 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9. Now the grand prize winner. The person who is the successor of the esteemed people before him. I can remember T Rebel and Blake, who I had the privilege of meeting up with recently, and I know is probably watching. Can Blake make it 2 wins in a row? That would be something quite special. 7590. I have a name. I'm gonna have a little sip here. Just double check before I don't say anything wrong. 7590 goes to somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Somebody who definitely managed to complete the game within the first 15 minutes. His, I assume, but might not be, the name of the winner is Dillon J. Dillon J, aka Dillon Jinx. Dillon Jinx is our grand prize winner. I don't necessarily expect that Dillon is watching us live right now, but Dillon, congratulations to you, and we'll be reaching out and organizing for every single tea cake of 2022 to be sent to you. Commiserations to everybody else, the majority of people out there that we can't make a winner out of everybody, but I hope that you enjoyed the game and that you enjoyed taking part, and we will be planning another game. Well, I'm it's percolating in my head a little bit what possibly could be the follow-up to States of Self, but I hope that it was an enjoyable game, despite the fact that you don't come at it with any prizes, but congratulations to all the winners. So, any questions out there, anybody? I'm going to just sit and sip this tea a little bit with you, brew a few more infusions. Opportunity for you guys to ask any questions that you may have. I'm glad that you all enjoyed the game. Thank you for all of the love, and thank you for taking part. And as always, big thanks to the tech, to my tech partners, a couple of people that really worked hard on trying to test it all out. Jay says, have you got any spare gem juice cakes? I do have some, yes. Robin says, finding your channel this year was my big win. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you enjoyed the game, Jesse. I'm glad that you enjoyed the game, Damien. Yes, congrats. Blake is saying congrats to Dillon. So passing on the torch. I know Blake's had a pretty good year of cakes landing on his doorstep. Don, is it stressful to come up with new games every year? We love it, but don't want it to be a source of anxiety. It's not a source of anxiety. It's something that I enjoy the process of, but it does add a lot more workload to my year, probably more than is worth it from a financial point of view. But I enjoy the process, and I also enjoy, you know, the sort of community aspect of it. So that's why I do it, and yeah, I get a lot of pleasure out of seeing it all sort of come to fruition. Second or third infusions of this cross motion conductor. Hey Don, great game. Give me a shout sometime. Nice one, Anthony. I will definitely give you a shout. I saw you were up there and you had a lot of raffle tickets. Anthony is somebody in London who's a tea head that we haven't spoken for a while. Good to see you out there. Where's everybody at the moment? Let me know where you are. Please tell me that Jungle Starlet's coming back. I'm afraid to say Jungle Starlet was a single batch and is not coming back, but we are looking, and we've got some releases planned for Shupua. Someone's asking whether or not we'll ever upload digital art of the tea wrappers. Yes, we're interested. We're looking at it, and we're looking at Nifty's NFTs a little bit and seeing what possibilities there are there. But we've also got some other plans with the artwork, which I can't really talk about, but we're planning that. Ooh, snowy cold Utah. That sounds very atmospheric. Just wondering who finished first. Now, let's see if I can find out. I'll see if I can find out. I'm not sure if I've got that information right in front of me, but I will see if I can pull up that information. It was about 3 minutes 45 seconds. So let's see. Ranks, medals. Can I filter it by time? That's the question. Yes, it was Mattia Frigerio. Mattia Frigerio did it in 3 minutes and 46 seconds. I see that there are some leaks out there in terms of future releases. I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah, there's some future releases that are being talked about. I'm drinking tea in Cologne with my niece from Singapore. Nice one, Forgotten Brew. I love the name. Yes, Dave, we announced the winners. The winner was Dillon J, I believe it was, but I'm going to have to look back at all the numbers. And we released also, and I also announced 9 other winners, but I can't name them all back. You can go and look, and we'll write them in the description of this video as well. Yeah, Thug Tiger. I know you've seen some cake artwork, I'm sure, but yeah, that's probably not going to be released for a couple of months. Good morning, James from America. So I'm really looking forward for you all to taste this tea. It was on my mind a lot when I was doing Tea of the Year. Ben, thank you so much. Thank you very much for your super chat. I will read that message later when it pops up because it's disappeared from my screen. I thought super chats were meant to stay on the screen for longer, but clearly not. And yet, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Ben. Sped read your comment. Thank you very much. Yeah, and it was on my mind when we were doing the teas of the year because I knew that it was going to be up there. It's definitely in the top 5 teas of this year, in my opinion. And I think that Celine feels the same way. So I'm excited for you all to try it and let me know your thoughts. And also this artwork poster, which hopefully is going to be landing in the warehouse tomorrow. That's the plan. We're planning to, it's meant to be arriving tomorrow. Hopefully it's looking as good as we hope. We got the pre-print version and it looked good. So we went off and printed it. So we are now, and then Celine's got to sign them all and number them all. And then we'll start sending off those cakes to everybody. Oh, Susanna. Oh, I'm Susanna S and Savannah S. I live in Hawaii. We're in the middle of a water crisis. I'm being tested for coronavirus, so it's been a rough month. Tea is a lifesaver right now. Well, congratulations, you are a winner of the cake. Well done, well done, well done. Glad to hear that it's brightening your mood a little bit. Any other questions out there? Oh, my little daughter's upset. Aya, are you upset? What's wrong? Do you want some tea? No. No? You want to come here? She's a bit camera shy. Don, any plans to bring in more sniffles? Yeah, we just got to get the team to grind up all the herbs. It's all ground at our warehouse. Yeah. Got any tea-related New Year's resolutions? Ooh, tea-related New Year's resolutions. Haven't really thought of any. I've got lots of resolutions in terms of ideas or plans. I don't even know if you call them resolutions, but plans for new experimentation with tea. I'd like to do more experiments this year. New Year cake. Well, this really is the festive cake. There's going to be more teas released next year, but it's not. It's not going to be in January. Anything interesting? More roasts? Anything interesting being roasted right now? Nothing being roasted. I actually tasted Fractal Fate Finder over Christmas, and it's been a while, and I was just blown away by how delicious it is. I mean, and how different it is. So definitely want to do another roasted puer this year if I can find the material. But we've got to find the material. That's always the hardest part, is finding that material. How did the holidays treat me? I've had a great time. I've feasted and I've drunk lots and lots and lots of tea. Really dived into the old teas as well, like, you know, the previous teas like Fractal Fate Finder and ones even earlier. But yeah, I'm a little bit tired because it's just been a lot of late nights of drinking, because I've thought, well, screw it, I'm not working tomorrow. I'm gonna, you know, be able to recuperate tomorrow. But as I said, my daughter wakes up at 7 a.m. and so recuperation is not the easiest when you have to get up at that time, even if you're going to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah, the medicinal blends or functional blends are going to be ground again as soon as the new year comes around, and we'll be getting more online. Glass Sky 1. Glass Sky 1, yeah, I mean, the problem with Glass Sky 1s is that they can get super hot, so you need to get a Glass Sky 1 which is pretty thick, and a lot of them, the ones that we've tested, are too thin, and we used to stock them, but we find that they were just getting too hot. They were good for green teas when you're brewing it like, you know, cooler temperatures, but a little bit too hot for other teas, and that's the reason why we didn't continue to stock that item. But we are looking all sorts of teaware for next year. So many plans for teaware, so many plans for designs, our own customized designs for teaware, which we're looking to do as well. Do you think you'll have a right puer similar to Milk Float Nomad? We've got one which Celine is working on the artwork right now. It's always hard for me because, you know, tasting the tea from loose, you get an idea of the character of it, but and it's a blend, so we're having to, you know, do the blend in our Guy 1 and just see. So it's not going to be the same thing as when it's pressed and tasting it. So I don't want to like make promises, but it is more of that style, the Milk Float Nomad style of right puer. And so we're just waiting for the cover to be completed, the wrapper to be completed, and for me to come up with a name, and then we're sending off the artwork, and we're going to get that pressed up as soon as possible. I have a big water container here, yeah. So this is it's just a glass container with bamboo charcoal in it. We have a filter, double filter, so we filter it twice. It then goes through a grander system, and then it gets moved over to this container and is usually there for a few weeks. Well, no, I say a few weeks, it's not. It's usually there for about 3 or 4 days, 5 days. But obviously we're continuously sort of, you know, drawing off this water. So it's hard to say, but it definitely is the best water that we can get from tap How might one navigate the nuances of Pur when they're new, looking to get into Shung and single estate Shu? Somebody's asking, Dave is asking how they can navigate the nuances of Pur tasting. It's a very good question, commonly asked question. We did a video with George talking about it. One of the best things to do is to do side-by-side tastings. If you do A/B tastings, you really get to understand differences between teas very much more clearly, and that is especially true for ripe and raw pu'er. So I would highly recommend doing that if you can. And the other thing about ripe and raw pu'er, I think, is be a little bit more instinctive, and the flavor notes shift and they come and go in a little bit more of an ethereal manner. So you've just got to go with that and let the flavors just sort of pop into your head and be instinctive about it. They tend to be a little bit more, they tend to shift a little bit more than other tea types, and so you've just got to grab the flavor note when you can, really. More aged Shung, well, yes, we're looking. I don't have any on the cards. No, I don't have any on the cards at the moment. So this is the one for the moment, and it really hits the spot. Anything to look forward to in terms of tisanes? It's been a while since I've done a dive into our tisanes. Something tells me there is something coming. I think we have a different style of chrysanthemum coming. I can't recall though. But yes, it's on our cards. January is when the next few weeks is going to be a big sit down with everybody involved in sourcing. So my sourcing person here, who's basically in charge of logistics, and all the different scouts in the different places. And we're going to talk about what we really want to try to add to the collection this year. Tea Pet collection, according to the Chinese horoscope. We've got plans with Tea Pet collections as well. We're planning to start to be a bit more heavily involved in the design of those. I mean, obviously we have been involved in the design for the elephant and the frog and the cat, but wanted to do it a little bit even more involvement and a little bit more creative. Koi, Adam, yeah, mulberry perhaps, hopefully, yeah, I got to taste that. Sorry, I'm missing this part, Cindy. AZ is the first time, oops, missed the comment, sorry, missed it. Any new Lao Chateau? I've been tasting Lao Chateau, the past week. I've tasted so much Lao Chateau, and I really want to buy something, but it needs to stand up to Nug Bake and Nug Berry. And it's been so frustrating because they've been smooth and they've been tasty, but they just don't have that extra strength to them. I'm finding a lot of the nugs tend to be quite weak, actually, and it's really, really annoying. At the moment, I have not found another Lao Chateau. I was really hopeful going into this festive period because I had lots of baggies, and you may have seen me posting on Instagram saying, I've got my nugs ready, we're tasting. And I really, really wanted, there was one that was close, but then once I was sort of umming and ahhing about it for too long, I tasted it against Nug Berry, and Nug Berry just blew it away. And so I just, I can't do something that I know is inferior to our previous release. So we're just going to have to keep on searching. We will keep on searching. How about a blended Lao Chateau mix? Yeah, I mean, if it comes up and I see that there's a blend that would work, I will do that. The main issue that I find with Lao Chateaus is that they can be a bit weak. And I know that they're compressed, and so it takes a while for them to open up, and so you have to be a bit patient with them. And they can all be very, very, very smooth, but tend to be just a little bit like they never quite make it. They never really give it, even if you brew them for a very, very long time. Out of the Gabba teas Mayleaf has, which is your favorite? Oh, very difficult. the amber is the most sort of universal, honeyed, comforting gorgeousness, but I actually love the depth of ruby and the funk of amethyst, and I drink amethyst more than any other. Let's see. What is the period for using the discounts for states of self? We haven't set a particular endpoint for the discounts to run out. We will have to set an endpoint at some point, but it's not going to be for another couple of months. It's one voucher per customer, so you can't use it multiple times. That is a restriction, and there are some products that are obviously going to go out of stock, so there'll be that added restriction. But it'll probably be a couple of months before I cut it off and stop those. Ooh, what does that arrow do? Oh, okay. Still learning about this YouTube live. Good to hear that you're saving your artwork wrappers. As I said, we're planning to do things with that. I was sort of looking at this cross motion conductor and thinking maybe do an NFT of it as well, but I just sort of got drawn into the complications of NFTs and thought, you know what, step back a little bit. For the time being, and we'll research it a bit more and do it properly. How would you compare cross motion conductor to Tub Highness? Ooh, interesting. Tub Highness has a particular very fragrant, aromatic, sweet, slightly floral, fragrant aromatic. This one is much more fruity. This one's much more of the baked oranges, honeys and apricots and fruits. It's more fruity and more, I would say, zingy and cooling mintiness on the mouth than Tub Highness. Tub Highness has that immense floral hit and not just floral, but sort of a resinous floral hit as well. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on NFTs. I'm still on the fence with that whole thing. I'm sort of looking into it. I don't want to do some sort of, I don't know, stupid NFT cash-in. You know what I mean? Like this, oh, NFTs are the thing, we got to do it. I don't want to do that. It's got to be done properly. Yeah, I need to really understand it a little bit more. And really sort of get to understand whether or not it's something that is suitable for what we are trying to do, and for Mayleaf. So, but I'm looking at it. Any other questions out there? One more brew of this tea. Once again, congratulations to all the winners. I will be writing at the end of this all the winners, like without giving away full names, but the winners sort of first name and initial. At the end after this video, I'll put them in the descriptions of YouTube. I think I can do that on Instagram as well. And then we will then you can know if you've won, but we'll also then email all the winners, obviously. Whoops. Would we ever accept Bitcoin? Yes, we're working on that. Well, I would love to accept Bitcoin. It's more my accountants that are the problem, because they're like, Bitcoin, how are we going to account for that? So it's a little bit, it's a little bit of a hold up there. We've kind of got the payment methods sort of kind of figured out, so we're hoping to get there. Can you hold up the Zerni Panhu? I ordered one and I'm super excited about it. Can you hold it? Oh, hold it up. I can do that. Here you go. Great pot. Great pot. Yeah, lovely pot. We've got these coming. I know I keep saying it, but we've got the Gen Shuis coming, but they got held up. I thought it was going to be coming soon, but the Gen Shuis are coming. Yeah, this little baby coming soon. Can't see anything off the top of my head right there, but yeah, that's there's definitely some nice bits of teaware coming shortly, and some great teas. We've got some great teas for the first quarter of 2022, and then all the madness starts again, and it's all about sourcing, and I have to get my my palate ready and my tongue ready and my time allocated for a serious tasting session. How am I feeling? I had a cold recently, not corona. I had a cold. You probably noticed it in the past couple of videos. I was a bit croaky, but yeah, I'm feeling all right. That 3-spout Chaozhou clay pot is being sent to me. I want to test it out, just for the hell of it. I got one, and I doubt that I'll be buying it, but you know, I just thought it would be funny to test it and have it in the collection. Best tea for tea eggs. I actually like River High, because I think that extra sweetness adds something, because as you say, Adam, a lot of the times tea eggs can just be sort of visual and not really give much in terms of flavor. So a black tea mixed with a River High tends to be my tea of choice for tea eggs, if you want to make them. And if you want to be fancy, you can, you know, sous vide them to get that yolk, that perfect, you know, onsen egg-like quality. I am drinking Cross Motion Conductor. Again, look, this is the cake from the video, and you can see how much we've eaten into it already. That video was only shot, about 5 days ago or something. So yeah, we've been going at this cake. Absolutely adore it. Absolutely adore this tea. It's just, and it's immortal. It's one of those teas that just keeps on going. So you can just keep sitting and just, you know, it was a perfect Christmas tea, just always omnipresent on the tea table whenever you wanted to have like a little bit of a digestive, and the flavor of that Cross Motion Conductor, you could just fill up with hot water. A really, really delicious tea. Baked oranges, deep honeys, a little bit of Manuka medicinal honey in there as well. That fresh rolling tobacco, eucalyptus bark, citrus and mint on the finish, sweet, just sweet and cooling. And the tea drunkenness on it is, as you may have seen in the video, is a really interesting one. It's a really fascinating feeling. I think it's a strong, but in a very different way to something like Day Drinking Diva, for example. Update on that new tea pick you were testing. So yes, we've got these picks. Sneak peeks, but we're not going to probably bring these in. So, you know, a lot of, you know, times, well, you only tend to see what we release, but we're constantly experimenting, sampling, trying different teaware, etc. And just like with our teas, we have quite a high fail rate. So probably not as high as teas, because, you know, we select our teaware when we see the pictures, and we sort of can start to decide whether or not we want to bother getting samples in or getting samples made for us. But probably about 70% of the teaware that we try, we don't end up buying. This is going to fall into that category. So this is one of these picks, which you've probably seen before. It's got the May leaf engraving. We were just testing out different ideas. That's a bit over the top. It's a bit pimping, that one there. But we had other ones with the May leaf put onto the handle, etc. But I'm not really into this knife. Let me know your thoughts. Those people who have tried this style pick. I'm not really that into it. And I'll tell you the reason why. You don't have control. When you put it in, it's designed because it's got this oh, don't want to get that wet. It's got this slope here. I'm trying to make sure both cameras can see. It's got this sort of wedge shape. So, and it's got this like apex part here. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. And so it's designed for when you slide this in, it automatically like prizes it apart. But first of all, you don't necessarily want that. You might want to put it in and then wiggle it and have some like play and be able to sort of be more accurate. This way, you've got no choice. It's splitting the cake. And also this, this ridge here, like breaks leaves. It doesn't make sense to me. And I've heard people saying that they really love this knife. Doesn't make sense to me. I much prefer a flat knife. Gives me so much more control. So I was like excited to like try this knife, and I thought, oh, it's cool. It looks kind of interesting. We were playing around with different leather, protectors. But yeah, I much prefer. Yeah, I'm with you, poor platypus. I much prefer a flat knife. I think you've got more control. It's more accurate. You don't break up as many leaves. So yeah, we're not going to be buying these in. Oh, look at the little baby. Thank you. I've got a little baby. Oh, the little baby's got a plaster. Do you want to say hello to everybody? Snow White. Say hello, everybody. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Say, I hope you're having a great holiday.
Good holiday.
Do you want some tea? Do you want some tea? You can try. Is it nice?
Yes.
Yeah, you can have some more if you want. So,
what color is tea?
what color is the tea? You tell me, what color is that?
Jaune.
This is jaune. She's speaking French. It's yellow orange, isn't it? It's yellow amber. It's an orange color. That's an aged puer tea.
Ice party.
Aged puer tea, yeah.
I want to try it.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay, you can try it. Here you go.
Thank you.
This is for Mama.
Thank you so much.
This turned into a family session. Welcome to our home, everybody. Nice?
Mmm. Delicious, huh? Oh no.
Like it?
Do you like it?
I like it.
What color her jacket?
What color is your jacket? Okay, we're all about the colors. Anyway, she loves aged puer, don't you? Do you love aged puer tea? Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Do you want to smell the leaves?
What about Mama?
Yeah, Mama. Okay, what about Mama?
What about Papa?
What about Papa? What do you smell?
That smells good. I smell stewed fruits
Stewed fruits.
and caramel.
Okay,
That
that's a pick. Yeah, you don't want to be playing with that. Okay, thank you, Snow White. Bye bye.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Yeah. No tea left, and I've got like the sediment here. So we're gonna brew one more. Any other questions out there from anybody? While I'm spilling the beans on all our potential releases and all the rest of it, now's your chance. You got me in a mood where I feel like you're the inside crew now, everyone out there. So you can ask me questions. I don't promise that I'm going to answer them, but you can certainly ask. Third or fourth infusion, as I said, you're probably going to get 15 plus infusions. We're very conservative on our wrapper artwork. I always write like much less than it should be because I just want to make sure that everyone gets at least that amount. So 12, I think, is what we've written on the wrapper. Jade Arrow Supreme 2022. Of course, we hope that we will be able to get that. T-type vocabulary or tasting masterclass. Okay, noted. Yes, I know sometimes I just talk as if you know the terminology, and I should put more like text up. People have been asking for that as well. This guy one, yeah, I'm still looking for a nice clay guy one to bring in for you all, but still haven't found that one particular guy one that's going to really hit the spot. Cheers, everybody. Do you want some tea? Do you want to come in?
It's all right. I'll just ask for tea.
You want some tea? You want some tea?
I'm a mama.
Okay, come back then, Snow White.
I'm a mama who told.
Okay, no, you can take this one, okay? You're going to be tea. Hi. Any Shibori Dashi? We are. It's a sad thing in Tokoname. We're noticing a lot of the masters who have been producing amazing teaware. A lot of them are retiring, stopping work. Unfortunately, some of them are passing away. And it just feels like and it might be just my impression. You want a little bit more, okay? A little bit more. It might just be my impression. I haven't visited for a while, but it feels like it's not really like there isn't enough of a new generation coming out, and I hope that I'm wrong about that. So we are looking. We're hopeful that we're going to find some new masters or masters in learning, in training to. Okay, that's enough. To to provide some amazing teaware, but yeah. So we are looking is the short answer. But I hope that my impression is wrong. It just feels like we're losing masters and not gaining a new generation so much. Any other questions before I love ya and leave ya? The energy that this tea gives you, the heat that it gives you. Be careful, please. Please don't bang the tripod higher. She's getting really cheeky now. Is the tea gone to your head? Has the tea gone to your head?
Ooh.
Yeah. Tea boats. What kind of tea boats are you interested in? Femke, let me know. I mean, I can certainly find some stuff, but let me know what you're interested in. Updates on kettle development. No updates so far. I need to find that partner who wants to work with me on it. And yes, I didn't really chase it last year with all this other stuff that we were doing in 2021. I didn't really chase it, but yeah, we need to get back onto chasing it. I would love to give you the ultimate tea kettle, the ultimate one that just ticks all the boxes, if that's possible. And I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. But as I said, we've got lots of other projects on the go in terms of teaware, so we will be doing something. Tea trays with self-draining systems. Self-draining systems. Okay, so basically a tube that's coming out that you could put it into a bucket. Is that what you mean? Femke, if somebody nicked your tea boat, my mum wants that Lotus Green tea boat. You're talking about this one. I don't know if we've got any more. Do we have any more of these?
I think we do.
In the tea house.
I think so.
We may have a couple of these in the tea house. If you want one, Femke, let me know, and I'll just Instagram message me, and I'll see if I can find one in the tea house. It's possible. It is possible. I'm self-draining, like this table basically, where it just drains away. Yeah, it would be nice. But then, do you guys want are you going to then put a bucket? Do you want us to make? Where's the bucket? Do we have a bucket anywhere here?
Yeah.
No. I can show you what a tea bucket looks like if you want those. This is great. We can just end up. Oh, you don't have to rush. We could just. This is like our what do they call it? That group thing. What do they call it? When you do a group and you get opinions. So buckets like this. Focus group. So we could get buckets like this with a self-draining system. We could potentially do that. If that's something that interests you, let us know. I mean, just write to us. Tell us what you want. Yeah, what do you want?
Do you want to be cheeky?
She wants to be cheeky. Yeah, think tank. Yeah, exactly. I'm very happy to receive all sorts of wild, crazy, silly ideas. Because it will spark new explorations. Tea jars for poor storage, that's on our list for sure. Purple clay tea tong storage, please. Yeah, I mean we've got that's pretty high up on our list. of things that we want to move into. But yeah, let us know. I mean, we are totally open to any ideas or suggestions or thoughts around that. Oh, YouTube has been going crazy, and I for some reason turned off all of the comments. Is it possible to buy chime gather? No, that's all gone. Make a May leaf bucket. Yeah, well, you never know. May leaf bucket might happen. More 130 to 150 ml clay pots. Okay. The bucket is for draining. So basically, you put the tube into. It's a bit messy at the moment, but you put the tube in here, and it just fills up with water. And inside you've got like a plastic insert. Pretty basic, but they're good and they look all right. What tea should I avoid while pregnant? Best thing to do is check out that video that I've done about tea during pregnancy. You don't really have to avoid any tea, just maybe drink less. The prize draw happened already. I will be listing the winners at the end in the description as soon as we finish this live session. Wow, now they're coming. Interested in an 80 to 90 ml clay pot? Depends which clay, Blake. Which clay type? Okay, so we're taking suggestions now. We're taking requests. Who wants what? What's the best teapot material for camping? I'm worried that clay or porcelain will crack in the cold weather. It won't crack in the cold weather. I mean, it depends if you're like talking about sub-zero and you're pouring boiling water in. I've never heard clay to crack, and I very much doubt that porcelain would. But you can always go with, with stainless steel. I mean, if you feel like you want like perfect safety, and also if you're traveling around and it's not going to get broken for carrying water and brewing. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's not as aesthetic and as nice as porcelain or clay. Junie pots, always welcome. Yeah, Junie. I was so tempted to get this one. I was very tempted to get this one. It was close, but testing it, and I couldn't put my finger on what would be the best, how it would compete with other clay types in terms of like which tea would suit it really well. So we've pulled it for the time being, but I am looking for different ones. Maybe subscription box. Okay, but if you want a subscription box, what do you want in that subscription box? Because if you want exclusive teas, that's quite a big job for me to source just exclusive teas for a subscription box. But let me know what you would want in that subscription box. Wow, I shouldn't have asked this question. Best portable tea set ever. We're on to that. We're trying. I've tested out so many. They're not in this cupboard. They're in another cupboard. I've tested out so many portable tea sets you would not believe. And I still haven't found that one, amazingly. What can we do to increase the sense of community? I'm all ears. I'm all ears for that. Anybody got any ideas what we can do? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, we try our best with the games, etc. And, I know we need to do more live sessions, but as you can see, it's a little bit difficult. It's getting easier now because, even if she disturbs us, it's still, it's not necessarily an unwanted distraction. What do you think of Zersha Zerni 80 ml? Oh, Shisha Zerni 80 ml. Okay, I'll look around for that. They should be pretty easier to find. Anything else? Did you ever consider putting info on your teas if they are high, medium, or low in caffeine? Very difficult because I don't want to say anything without actually knowing, and I'm not going to start to test every single tea in a lab. So it would be a guess, basically. Not a fan of teas of the month. Yeah, this is the thing with this whole subscription service. It's sort of what I don't want to do is feel the pressure that I have to somehow cobble together a box every month, and me not feeling like happy with it or feel like it's a little bit like throwing in teas that maybe I wouldn't have selected, but like, oh well, it's for our tea club. It doesn't really make sense to me, that. So and it also doesn't really make sense for me to just give you teas that are already on our shelves, because, well, you may have already tried them. So it's sort of a difficult one, this whole tea club thing, and that's why we haven't jumped into it. But I'm always happy to receive ideas. Flight boxes, yeah, yeah, Jeffrey. That's why you haven't done one. I mean, you know, I think it depends. If I was in China, and you know, I know other vendors who are in China do them, and it kind of makes a bit more sense, because you can be going around and finding teas that you go kind of think, yeah, okay, I'm not going to stock it for my shelves, like, but it's a nice tea that I can press up and make as a, you know, tea club box. But with our sampling process, it would just seem a bit weird. We're either selecting it or we're not. So selecting just a small amount for a tea subscription box doesn't really make sense. Whereas educational flight boxes kind of make a little bit more sense. Do a live virtual tea tasting with everyone who has purchased that tea. It's a nice idea. It's certainly something that I will add to my list. I mean, we have thought about it before, but yeah, I would need to sort of look at the logistics of how that would work in terms of private sessions and Zoom links, etc., etc., etc. Handmade Guy Ones, I'm with you totally on that. And we have been, probably for the past 3 years, really trying to work our Jingdezhen contacts to find an artist or artists that we think would really be like our artist to do handmade porcelain. And amazingly, you know, even though I've been to Jingdezhen a few times, amazingly, I still have not found that artist yet. And that's what we're looking for. So that's where we're at with that. Ah, yeah. So Laura's saying that she would like a box set of the same tea but different quality, so that you can educate your palate in different grades of tea. That's a nice idea, but I would still have to be buying in tea that I didn't really want. I don't think is worth stocking. So I would need to know, you know, I would need to sort of know pretty much definitively how many people I'm buying for. And that's always difficult with a rolling subscription service. So it's a little bit of a tricky one to try to orchestrate. And I sensed that I would be left with quite a few boxes of tea that I didn't really want to sell on my hands. And that might be a bit of a downer. So yeah, it's just the logistics of it. As I said, if you're in China and you could do it at that time and go, okay, I know right now my subscription base is, I don't know, X hundred people, then buy enough, send it off, it's done. But with our way of because we're in the UK, we got to do the sampling, we got to do it, then we got to reserve it, and then we got to get it on a ship, or, you know, or on in the air, and it becomes more difficult logistically. Would you ever vlog Vietnamese tea? Yes, I would love to. I would, you know, love to head over to Vietnam to do some tea videos there. Hopefully this upcoming year we'll be able to get out on the road again and shoot some videos. I'm pretty desperate for that. All right, the comments are coming thick and fast. I'm not even sure if I can see these comments afterwards, because I'd love to be able to read through them and see if there's any ideas that you come up with for tea or teaware that you could be suggesting that I could follow up on. I'll see if I can, but as I said, if you have any suggestions for tea or teaware or anything that you have in terms of ideas, then please send them over. Don't feel like, you know, don't feel like any idea is silly. We're very much interested in hearing all of the ideas that you have. Yes, Zoom sessions. You want Zoom sessions? You would really like Zoom sessions? I have to do some polls. Would you really like to do Zoom sessions? Maybe. Yes, Laura, the Italian teas, they are in my shelf. I haven't looked in the box, obviously, and I am planning to probably shoot that in the next couple of weeks. Okay, everybody out there, we're approaching the hour mark. Still over 150 of you. A Gong Fu Code tea towel. Ooh, nice idea. Again, lots of great ideas. I just need to remember them all and mark them all down. So please do write them to me either on YouTube comments. You can add it to the comments of this, or on Instagram comments or messaging, and we will read through them. It's a perfect time because the beginning of the year is the best time when we can really start to plan our sourcing and teaware we want to try and do as early as possible, so that when spring comes around we can focus our attention on tea. Okay, everybody, so I'm going to bid you all farewell from London, and again, congratulations to the winners of the States of Self. We'll be writing to you shortly and getting those goodies over to you, and congratulations to our grand prize winner, Dillon. He may not know about it yet, but he will know soon enough. He or she will know soon enough, and we move onwards and upwards into 2022, and I'm going to start planning for next year's game. Big love to everyone out there, and I hope that the time between Christmas and New Year is restful, inspiring one, and you all have an amazing New Year, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. End video.